Hey loves, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today guys, I'll be checking out this interesting video from Doug in Ezai, and it's titled Massive Backlash Against Judge McAfee for Saving DA Fani Willis. You guys, I'm excited for this, and if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please consider subscribing. Give this video a massive thumbs up, comment, share, and all that good stuff. And without much ado, let's see what Doug in Ezai has for us in this video.
The fallout on Judge McAfee in Fulton County, Georgia is significant online. I'm going over some of your responses to what happened. I think history is going to remember this as a really big mistake. It's easier to see that in hindsight, of course. It's only been a couple hours, but largely his decision does not make sense. It's not consistent. Why would you dismiss Nathan Wade when Fani Willis is the one who hired the guy? It's likely going to be appealed by the Mike Roman crew that are going to say, look, we just disagree with his opinion. It's going to go up to an appeals court. Welcome to Doug in Exile. I'm Doug TeNapel. This is where the happy patriots are. I'm going to show you guys why, in a way, Judge McAfee, all that happens is the public just now knows that he's a wussy. Not that he's compromised, not that he's evil, but that he has no backbone, that he has no control over his own courtroom. His pants have been pulled down in public, and there's barely any discernible proof that he's a male. Let's get to the online fallout on this decision. Here's Mike, the great Mike Davis on Twitter. Judge Scott McAfee's decision is clearly and legally wrong. Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis had an illegal financial stake in her criminal prosecution against President Trump. Here's Mike Davis.
With this judge, this is a young judge appointed by Governor Brian Kemp, who is certainly a Trump hater. This judge, Scott McAfee, is like 33 or 34 years old. He worked for Brian Kemp as the Georgia State Inspector General. He worked for Fani Willis in the Fulton County DA's office. He donated $150 to Fani Willis's campaign. There is very clear evidence that Fani Willis had an illegal financial stake in this criminal prosecution of President Trump.
So McAfee is just too weak to fight the corruption in his own state. This is about him being a wimp and Kemp being a wimp. You can be a conservative Republican in Fulton County, Georgia, and survive if you're a wimp. And really, the Republican Party, that's what everyone's angry about and tired of. We're tired of wimps. That people think by being a good man, you can't make a fist and fight. And that in and of itself is a worse kind of evil, I believe, than being a mean person. Because wimps do have a certain amount of damage by good men doing nothing. And they get a pass because we have a bit of a pacifist streak in us of, oh, he's a gentleman and he's so kind and he's so nice. You know what? Nice people get people killed all the time.
Yeah.
Here's Fani Willis in 2020 indicting herself. Listen to this.
You say, Miss Willis, Judge Willis, what law did he violate? A few, but let's try this on for size. OCGA 45-11-5, extortion, subsection A. As used in this code section, the term extortion means an unlawful taking by a public law officer under color of his office from any person of any money or thing of value that is not due to him or more that is due to him.
Wow.
Any public officer shall be by himself, his deputy, or his agent, or other in person employed by him be guilty of extortion in receiving other and greater fees than by law are allowed him, shall be guilty of a misdemeanor, and repeat this part for me, and shall be dismissed from office. Not maybe, shall be dismissed from office.
Oh
Not maybe, shall be. You know what the last guy
Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so funny. Hearing this from Fani Willis' mouth is almost unbelievable, because this is exactly the same thing she has done. And why isn't she dismissed from the office yet? Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. And you guys, let's continue watching.
His mistake was that's different than Fani Willis. He should have said, look, I didn't get any benefits. I just got this cash. His mistake was he didn't do everything in cash like Fani Willis. That's his big excuse, according to Joe Rogan.
And to see that her explanation was cash. She keeps a lot of cash around the house. Like, where'd you get this cash?
Yeah, really.
Why do you have so much cash to pay for all these vacations and all that? You paid them back? Okay.
Yeah.
Remember the rules from now on, my friends, in Democrat Fulton County, Georgia. Do everything in cash.
That's like it's like a little kid's explanation. Oh, I paid him back in cash.
I'm going to fill out my taxes in cash. I'm going to do all my businesses in cash. Anytime I try and pay someone off, pay them off in cash. If you're going to embezzle them in cash. Don't keep receipts. Don't write any of it down. Just keep a big wad of about $10,000, $15,000 in your mattress. There's nothing anyone can do about it. You just go, hey, I did it in cash. I don't know what you're talking about. I do everything in cash. See? It's a poor 6'8", barely literate comic book artist white thing. We do everything in cash. This I got from Phil Holloway on Twitter. This is DA Fani T. Willis, Georgia bar grievance. Someone's going to the bar with her to have her removed. And this is a 21-page, 22-page document. They go through all of her illegalities. I don't even know if I need to read some of these, but GA bar rules sections potentially violated. They go through list bit by bit, every single thing they could find. And this is just a pedestrian doing his job, and he does a great job. It is exhaustive. Finally, here it says, I respectfully submit this grievance to the State Bar of Georgia in pursuit of seeking the truth, good government, transparency, ethics, and fiscal responsibility. Stephen Kramer, I got bad news for you, guy. You're looking for ethics and transparency in Fulton County, Georgia with their bar. But good luck. I'm happy people are still trying. People are still pretending there's a rule of law and our court systems are there. And McAfee's just being fair. Hey, if you believe in unicorns, I'll believe in unicorns. If you tell me there's leprechauns in trees, if there's leprechauns, fine, there's leprechauns. Let's all go on a leprechaun hunt together, guys.
See, this case was brought intentionally this year. It's old as can be, just like Stormy Daniels, just like a lot of these cases that we've seen that are witch hunts, to stop Trump from campaigning. So while I appreciate all of it, and it is quite entertaining, I'll give you that. I don't disagree with you. I think that we can't be distracted from the fact that this case entirely should be thrown out. Miss Willis is clearly compromised. The taxpayers should be outraged in the state of Georgia, and they should take action against her.
We have to take action against this because McAfee, don't rely on your judges. They're compromised. Don't rely on the legal system, guys. It's compromised. This is to try to preserve the rule of law. They have to get rid of Fani Willis and this whole Trump indictment.
I hope it opens the door, Jesse, to us looking at all the DAs, all the AGs, communications between the White House, the administration, and collusion between all of them in bringing these cases the same year, even though some of these cases are years and years and years old, had no investigation or investigations for years, and then waited until he was the candidate and obvious candidate for the Republican Party and nominee. So I would like it to open the door. I hope we get those texts, but let's look into everything. I fear that we can't do that until we have a different administration in place.
That's Trump lawyer Alina Habba, and she's talking about the texts between Fani Willis and Nathan Wade that will eventually come out to the public, and then we'll see the whole entire plan of her meeting with Jack Smith, with the White House, with Nathan Wade. It'll go to their motive of trying to get Trump and not pursue justice. Here's the brilliant Victor Davis Hanson, the great one. No law left in America.
You guys, what are your thoughts on this video? And if Nathan Wade has to go, then I think Fani Willis should follow suit because they both were involved in the same crime. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Leave your thoughts in the comment section and let's wrap this video up, you guys.
From Willis to her, from the testimonies of at least two associates of Fani Willis and Nathan Wade, from the inconsistent and self-contradictory statements of Willis and Wade themselves, especially about large cash remittances. Remember, this is about the big cash. That's what they use to hide everything. Without any supportive proof from Wade to Willis about text messages. So the question arises, this is my own edit, I'm sorry, but I'm jumping to a different part of that document. So the question arises, what would a Georgia prosecutor have to do to be disqualified from a case by Judge McAfee? Judge McAfee or Judge McAfee, what does someone have to do to get disqualified from a case under you, buddy? Is there still a law against perjury and fraud, or does ideology and race now determine guilt or innocence in America? McAfee, I'm asking you right now, you're 30-something years old, you have your whole career in front of you, because it looks like what the smart people are saying is there's no rule of law. You certainly do not police your own courtroom. You allow people to perjure themselves in front of you and you let them get away with it. Your courtroom has no discipline. It has no strength. There's no foundation holding it up.
Exactly.
It doesn't look like justice, buddy. So what, McAfee? There's really no legal system left as we once knew it. That's our take home from your courtroom. How does that feel that you're doing that to an entire huge national audience now sees it as fraud? The only people that think that you're doing what's right are the most hardened, Jacobin, radical Democrats, anti-election Democrats that wanted to remove Trump's name from a ballot are the only ones that agree with you
that's true.
that you made the right decision. Finally, here's the last quote from Victor Davis Hanson. We have a prosecutor who has likely violated more laws than her target, Trump, and yet the law was warped to excuse her in the same degree it was contorted to ensure that Trump was indicted, you crooked judge. Let's let Alina Habba finish this one up.
More importantly, it's time for the American people to see the corruption I've seen, the destruction I've seen to the judicial system. It is deep, they are coordinating, and there is no question that her texts with Mr. Wade are just the beginning.
Yeah, she can't prosecute Trump in the same courtroom that she perjured herself in.
Well, she can in McAfee. Under McAfee, under all of these corrupt Georgian people, actually, you can perjure yourself in court. They'll give you a pass and then go after the president. That's the United States of America that we live in, guys. But don't put your trust in the legal system. Listen to me. Your rights don't come from a judge. Thank God. They come from God. They're inside of you. Your rights. I can't take them away from you. McAfee can't take them away from you. Fani Willis can't take them away from you. They can actually throw you in jail and your rights are still there. They're just not recognized. What happens is the government becomes corrupt in not recognizing your rights or the truth or the actual law. Truth has a way of shaking all this stuff out. It may take some time, guys. My confidence is still, I believe in the truth. I believe in yours and my rights. It's just, we're just watching a temporary corruption of our law, and it's up to us to reform it. Me and you, my people, are you on board? Are you quitting out on America? Are you giving up? Let me know in the comments below if you've given up, if you surrender. Just write the word surrender. If you're still in the fight, then say, I'm still in it. This has been Doug in Exile.
Wow, you guys, that was such an interesting one from Doug in Exile. And what are your thoughts on this video? Do you guys still think there's dignity in the courtroom after what happened with Fani Willis? Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section down below. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.